From ultralights to helicopters to private planes to corporate jets, there is a different kind of aircraft for every type of flying as well as every size budget. Do you know what documents you need to travel locally or internationally? Do you know how and where to get these documents? Are you in need of visa processing? Watch Travel Guide on Auto Expat. For times and stations, follow us on Facebook at Auto Expert Pro, on Instagram at Official Auto Expat, and on Twitter at Auto Expert Pro.
Basically, the Civil Aviation Act of 2006 is the main and the only legal instrument that we have that give an enabling empowerment to the authority for whatever we are doing. And basically we derive our power, we derive it, the mandate from that law, which is an enactment of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We derive the power to even promulgate what is known as auxiliary laws or regulation. Ncaa as an organization with the mandate to carry out an oversight of the aviation industry in Nigeria also have some auxiliary regulations, which we call Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulations, by which we carry out our safety oversight activities on a daily basis. Remember, the only reason why the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority exists is to ensure the safety of that aircraft that is flying within Nigerian airspace, in and out. And we ensure the safety of that aircraft by ensuring that at all times, every aircraft that are in operation in Nigeria, whether owned by individual or government or establishment, whether foreign, is ensuring that those who operate, the aircraft itself is airworthy at all times. And this process is done by way of ensuring that every aircraft has what we call certificate of airworthiness. So for every aircraft you see fly at any point in time in Nigeria airspace, they have a certificate issued by us, which is known as certificate of airworthiness, and it's issued at interval and revalidated at interval of about 4 years. So every aircraft must carry it all over, and the same applicable to foreign airline, the same thing applicable to other countries of the world. If an aircraft is not safe, it cannot be allowed to fly. If it's allowed to fly, it means it's airworthy. And on the part of personnel that are operating the aircraft, the flight crew, which are made up of the pilot, the co-pilot, the cabin attendant, the flight engineer, every personnel working on the aircraft hold a certificate from Ncaa, and that certificate is what we use to oversight. When you are found to be fit, you have the certificate, and when you are no longer fit, or of course anything goes wrong, we withdraw the certificate. Then also even the environment which the aircraft is operating, the airport, aerodrome basically, they also have certificate that we issue to them before they are licensed to receive aircraft to which they are due to receive. So all of these operations is enshrined in that act. Without the act, it would have been an illegal body and carry out illegal operations. So, but with that act, we are empowered to do all of this, even to seek information. And once we need an information, we seek it. The law empowers us to get that information, and it must be given. So it is the law that empowers us to even regulate the airspace to the extent that you cannot construct anything in Nigeria, be it building, any high-rise building, be it tower, be it mast, whatever is being constructed that is going to be a high-rise object, you must obtain a high clearance from Ncaa. You derive that power to ask for that question, to regulate whatever goes on being constructed from that act. So majorly, that is what the legal people, experts call ground norm. The ground norm, the backbone of Ncaa, is that Civil Aviation Regulation, which was enacted in 2006, and it's been in operation since then. But before then, what we have is an Act of Parliament of 1964. So you can see we worked for a while with that old act before our National Assembly in the democratic experience dispensation we are now, that they came up with that law. and that has helped us greatly to be attuned with the civilized world of aviation. The issue of insurance is very important to the extent that it's like a life. I don't foresee that happening in Nigeria. An airline cannot operate, particularly in our airspace, if it's not adequately covered. Let me make it very, the law is clear on this. For every aircraft flying, they are all insured. And in fact, let me even point out, insurance of airplanes is not even done in Nigeria. And the reason being that if you put all the insurance companies in Nigeria, they cannot insure one airline. They don't have the capital base. They don't have the financial muscle to even to insure one aircraft. So all the airlines in Nigeria are insured abroad. Nigerian insurance company operate like a reinsurance, like an agent that link up between them, the airline, and the foreign insurer. So basically, this is what has been happening because they don't have the financial muscle. Put all their resources together, they cannot insure one airplane. So this is what has been happening, and it's so serious that once an insurance on one aircraft is become invalid, that aircraft must be on ground. It cannot fly. And we have flight crew that lost their license over and over on account of their medical status. Particularly if you are caught not saying, be honest. So it's one sector that I can assure you, if the airport is in any place, I will go by road. Because it's the safest means of transport, it's the fastest and the most pleasurable. You can go to Abuja and come back without telling anybody you are there today. Under 55 minutes you are in Abuja, do your business and come back. You go to Dubai, you go to London, you can come back tomorrow. You go this evening, you come back tomorrow, transact your business and come back. Under 6 hours you are here. It's the only means that have reduced the whole global and make it like a village. My name is Sam Adrogwe, the General Manager Public Relations for Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Keep watching Auto Expert, your guide to safety.